Oh, no. Oh.
Mia? Are you alright? What broke?
The snow globe.
Oh, Mia.
I didn't mean to. I picked it up and then the crash and I heard the... Oh, and I couldn't.
I shouldn't have let you keep it. It's my fault. Too precious. I should have kept it safe. There's so little
Of Mum's.
I shouldn't have let you have it.
It was an accident.
I should have known better. Get packing, the van will be here in an hour.
It was an accident!
I shouldn't have let you have it.
It was an accident! I couldn't help it. It was... We're looking at psychometry, the science of being able to read images, memories, sounds, and smells from a physical object. Obviously, popular science doesn't even think that's possible right now, but that's what we're here for, isn't it? My name is Mia Brake, and this is Proto-Science, the podcast that wants to change the world's mind. Why are we stopping?
Well, the stones. Don't you want to see them?
I can see them from here. I want to know where we're living first.
Well, I don't. I want to see the stones. They're why we're here.
Why you're here? I'm here because I don't have a choice. The Milbury stones. A famous bunch of stones. No, check out how old they are. 3 circles, a small group, then a wider group surrounding the first, and then one that circles the whole village, like it's keeping it safe, or holding it back. The stones are dark and about twice as tall as me, so 3 meters or so. Nothing grows on them. Shouldn't something grow on them? Moss or whatever? Maybe someone cleans them. Nobody knows what they are or why they're here, though. People try and find out. Including my annoying dad. Because people don't listen, do they? Even when the evidence is right there, right in front of their eyes. They ignore it. They tell you you're mad for believing in it. They tell you you're the one that's wrong. Because that's how they always win, isn't it? They make everyone doubt you. They make you doubt yourself. That's how the secrets aren't seen when they should be shaken free.
They feel so rough. Centuries of wind, rain, snow, sun. Centuries. Still here, though.
No need to rush to look at them then, was there?
Do you have to be hard work all the time?
Oh, I don't know, Dad. Do I? I mean, not like I've been pulled out of school, taken away from my friends.
Friends? You never had any.
Ugh.
Well done, Adam. Very good. Brilliant parents in there. Idiot. I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying.
bloody thing!
You must have the wrong number.
I do not have the wrong number. Why couldn't they just leave the key under the mat like normal people?
Because it's not 1989 and we have key safes now? Let me try. What's the number?
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Just let me try. The number.
29577.
See? You were doing it wrong.
I was not doing...
Oh, great, it smells.
It's old, of course it smells. Be alright once we've opened the windows a bit.
I'm frozen to death.
Come on, get in. You're not the one carrying the bags. What are you doing?
Sitting down to enjoy our new home.
No, you're not. Now, get off your arse and help me get everything in from the car. Then we can see who gets what bedroom.
God. The bed is as old as the rest of this place. This is a bed people have died in. Lots and lots of people. Of boredom. Milbury, where life stops, where the Wi-Fi is patchy, where I will surely rot. It's all about the stones, a pagan monument built centuries ago. But why? To impress the gods? To measure the stars? To control the land? Everyone has a different theory. I'll keep you posted on mine. The village is the sort of place people get murdered in old TV shows. Old houses with straw roofs. A pub called the Standing Stone because of course it is. There's a restaurant selling steak pies, scampi, chicken curry and not one vegetarian or gluten-free option. It's like the 21st century never happened. The air smells of farmyards and nothing else. I've been walking for 5 minutes now and there's been no cars on the road. Oh, and there's a village shop with multiple personalities. It's a newsagent's, a grocer's, a pharmacy, a post office. If you ask nicely, they'll probably give you a blow dry. Oh, and the phone signal is so weak it's almost crying. This is where people who campaign against 5G go to live and be happy. In silence. On their own. Don't get me wrong. This place is great for the podcast. Built around a pagan monument and that. Lost in time. It's perfect. I just don't want to live here.
What are you doing then?
Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah, of course, nothing. What are you recording?
None of your business.
There's no need to be like that, is there? Why are you being like that? Just being nice, just being interesting.
You're drunk.
Well, everybody needs a hobby.
Yours will kill you.
Already dead, aren't I?
You look a mess, but living.
Definitely dead, though. Live in a graveyard, don't I? Nobody living would do that.
You sleeping rough?
Can't really call the churchyard rough, can you? Name's Laces.
Laces?
Yeah?
What sort of name is that?
Oh, what are you called then?
Not Laces.
New here, yeah?
None of your business.
Definitely new. You're not talking right. Happy daisies are happy days. Happy daisies are happy daisies. Happy daisies are happy.
Yeah, so I'm off now.
No need to be pissy. Just be nice, wouldn't it? Just be friendly. You'd wish you'd be nice yourself.
Oh, will I?
Yeah, you will. Because you'll have no idea where you are, girl. You're going to be desperate for a friend soon enough. You're going to come running.
Is this still working? The last thing I need is this packing up. You stupid thing!
What are you shouting at?
Huh?
Electrical stuff doesn't always work here.
Not so close to the stones.
That's what I meant.
Not what you said.
Don't start, you two. Jesus. You've just moved into Milligan's, yeah?
Who's Milligan?
Milligan's dead.
But he used to own the cottage you just moved into.
Right.
Died there, actually. Badly.
Don't tell her that. Why would you tell her that?
No, I don't mind.
Killed himself, didn't he?
Oh. How?
Just don't have a bath. That's all I'm saying.
Cut his wrists.
I'm Tom, she's Jess. He's Rafik. Welcome to Milbury.
Great. I'm so happy.
I know, it's weird.
Really weird.
Really, really weird.
But it's not that bad.
Weird I could live with. So far, it's just boring.
Oh, then you haven't seen enough yet.
This place is too freaky to be boring. You didn't say your name.
Mia.
Hi, Mia. You like the stones?
As far as stones go. Actually, no I don't. They're the reason why I'm stuck in this dump.
Huh?
My dad's researching them.
What's to research? They're stones and they're big.
And weird.
And they feel funny.
What?
Touch one. They tingle.
Yeah, right.
They do. Like static or something.
Like they're plugged in.
Seriously.
Touch one.
Not sure I want to.
Doesn't hurt.
Tingles.
Yeah.
Like it's plugged in. Of course, if you're too scared to touch.
Seriously, Rafik? If you're too scared, what are you? 8?
I was joking.
Tingles. Okay. I can't feel anything. Oh, I can't move. Why can't I move? Mum? Mum? Are you okay? Are you there? I can't move. Why can't I? I can't.
Epinephrine, quickly! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on! Come on!
ICU. I've given the patient information to immediate relatives. I'm not afraid I can't tell you that either.
What? What's happening? What's going on? Shh. What's happening? Why will nobody tell? Nobody tell. Mum? Mum, where are you? Mum.
Is she going to be... I mean, will there be any permanent...
Nothing physical. In some ways, she's lucky, really lucky. The way the side of the car buckled, she was pinned in place, but also weirdly protected.
I can't move. Why can't I?
Don't get me wrong, she'll need a lot of recuperation, physiotherapy, healing, counselling too, of course.
Counselling?
Of course.
You really think it helps?
You're speaking to someone on a heavy dose of antidepressants who's been in therapy for 10 years, Mr. Rick. Counselling can be absolutely essential.
10 years?
This job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'd advise contacting someone yourself.
Me?
Of course.
Why would I need counselling?
You just lost your wife, Mr. Rick.
Mum? Are you okay? Are you there? Oh, God. Mum!
Careful! You all right? That was quite the tumble.
Stupid.
Me or you?
Me.
Yeah, except it's my job to get you up and about, not let you fall on your face. Come on.
It's the left leg. Always my stupid left leg.
There you go with the stupid again. Why's your left leg stupid? It's got broken in 3 places. That's not stupid.
It should be stronger by now.
Well, luckily you know a fully trained physiotherapist who can set you straight on that one. No, it shouldn't. Now, stop picking on your own legs and come and sit down for 5 minutes. We can try again in a bit.
I'll try again now.
Again, let's take this opportunity to consult with the expert in this field. Me. You'll try again in a few minutes, not before. I'm sorry about what happened to you.
Do you believe in aliens?
What?
Aliens.
Oh. I've never really thought about it. Why?
Been listening to a podcast about it. I have too much time now and my eyes still lose focus if I look at a screen for too long. So I've been listening to podcasts.
About aliens?
About lots of things. But the best ones about aliens and stuff.
Stuff?
The unexplained. Conspiracies. The stuff that governments know is happening but hide.
I sometimes listen to one about football.
I don't know anything about football.
I don't know much about aliens.
Not just aliens. Did you know that water has an emotional memory?
Water?
Yeah, just water. There were experiments, this guy just shouting at water.
Shouting at it?
Shouting. And then he tested it and the molecules were arranged differently to normal water.
Water he hadn't shouted at?
Exactly.
Why did he want to know what happened if he shouted at water?
We're mainly made out of water.
I guess we are. But then I know what happens to people who get shouted at. I don't need a jug of water to tell me.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Forget I said anything about it.
No, sorry. I sounded really patronising. What's the name of this podcast?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Outsiders, the podcast that challenges the closed mind, the podcast that knows what's really happening. My name is Rafe Hendrick, and I welcome you to the real world.
You should do one of your own.
What?
A podcast.
Why?
Because I think it would be helpful for you to have something to focus on. You talk about it a lot.
Well, it's been really helpful.
Which is good. Great. I'm a therapist. I'm all about what's helpful. But you have a lot of energy, a lot of questions. I think setting up a podcast of your own, really throwing yourself into it, I think that would be good.
Dad wouldn't like it.
No?
Dad's a scientist. He doesn't approve of the unexplained.
You'd think it was what he lived for. Still, from what you've said, he doesn't approve of therapy much either, and he lets you come here.
I think he has to. I think it was part of my discharge.
He doesn't have to. He does it because he cares about you. And so he puts his own prejudice aside, just in case it would be helpful. I think he'd be all for it.
You think?
I think.
You really don't know him very well.
It's rubbish.
They did experiments.
Yes, they did. And they were never able to replicate Emoto's claims. But then, that's hardly surprising because water doesn't have an emotional memory. And Emoto's not even a scientist. He's a practitioner of alternative medicine who sells water-based therapies. The man's a crook and it's all a load of rubbish.
Well, that's not what I heard.
Then you heard wrong.
Or I just have a different opinion.
Oh, God save us from opinions. Science isn't about opinion. It's about facts and trying to disprove them. You can't have a different opinion to science. You can just be wrong.
Fine, I'm wrong then.
Stuff like this is the worst. It really is. Idiots spreading misinformed bullshit because it serves to line their pockets. Science has all the answers, Mia. All of them.
So, what about me?
What about you?
When I touch things, I see stuff, hear stuff. You know I do. Always have. So could Mum.
She couldn't.
She could. You know she could. She picked up something and she could, I don't know, read it somehow. You just never understood her.
Let's talk about something else, shall we?
Because we disagree.
You don't have some sort of psychic powers, Mia. There's no such thing.
So, what is it then?
Let's talk about something else.
What's the point?
Psychometry, or psychoscopy, the science of being able to take a token reading from an inanimate object purely by touching that object. The reader can receive both visual and oral information, connecting on a very real, molecular level to the object in question. Of course, there are many who refuse to believe in the practice, despite obvious evidence to the contrary. Objects retain their impressions. The stone tape theory. Moments of extreme emotional potency leave traces on their environment. They seep, they contaminate, they poison. Our whole world is painted with the poisonous spore of history at its worst.
Psychometry.
Psychometry?
That's what it's called.
And how long do you feel you've had this ability?
Feel I've got this ability? That's like Dad's non-apologies. I'm sorry you feel that way, Mia. I don't feel this way because I am this way.
I see.
So you don't believe me either?
That's not what I said. I have an open mind.
Sounds like it. I've been able to do it, and I actually have for as long as I can remember. Mum too.
Does it make you feel closer to her?
Closer? I don't need to feel closer. She's always there. Every time I go to sleep, she's there.
You dream of the crash?
Mum said dreams are like shaken snow globes. Memories rise up and are sifted and sorted until they settle.
She's right. In time, your dreams will settle too.
What if deep down I don't want them to? What if I want it to keep snowing?
Mia? Wake up! Oh God!
This is not my fault. Seriously, nobody can blame me for this. If she's dead...
She's not dead!
If she ends up dying, I'm not taking the blame for that. No way I can take the blame for
It's just me.
In the kitchen. How was it?
I told her it was all your fault, that you bullied me so much as a child that I've now gone mad. Social services will be here any minute.
How did it really go?
Oh, you know, same as usual. I'm not supposed to talk about my sessions. They're private.
Including me?
Everyone. How are you?
Good. I've been offered a new job.
Great. What is it?
Research grant. Ancient henge in the country. I'm to analyse and date and postulate and, well, most things. It's a weird job, but it's well paid. Really well paid, and I think a change might do us good, don't you?
A change?
Of address.
We'd have to move.
Yes.
No way!
It would do us good.
Says who?
I'm sure your counsellor would agree with me. Fresh start, away from everything, away from...
The house we were all in together. How could you think I'd want that?
It would do us good.
Stop saying that. Why are you saying that? It wouldn't do us good. This was our house. Her house.
And she's dead! And I see her everywhere. Every chair, every doorway, every room. I can't bear it. So we're doing this. I've already said yes. Read the letter for yourself. I start next Wednesday.
How could you do this?
She's dead, Mia. Dead!
But I'm not. Let me see the letter.
Because you'll have no idea where you are, girl. You're going to be desperate for a friend soon enough. You're going to Come on in.
Touch one. Touch one. Tingle.
Yeah, right.
They do, right? Like static or something.
It's like they're plugged in.
Seriously.
Touch one. Touch one.
She's coming. Happy day.
This is Proto-Science, the podcast that wants to change the world's mind.
And I think I might be out of mine.
What's happening to me? What's happening?
Wait, she's saying a noise for sure.
See?
Isn't she saying something?
Not dead. Told you.
Mia, are you okay?
What happened to me?
You touched one of the stones and then you passed out.
Completely out of it. Boom. Gone.
We were scared.
Especially Rafiq.
Piss off, Tom.
He thought you were dead.
You did look dead, to be fair.
I'm not dead.
Happy day!
Oh, don't start.
Happy day. I'll get to that. Yeah, happy day. Well, I guess it is in a way, because after months of recording these podcasts, digging into the weird, trying to explain the unexplained, trying to find the biggest mysteries I can, I definitely moved to live in one. I don't have low blood sugar. It's a condition.
Condition?
There's something we can catch?
No, it's nothing. Just leave it.
What were you recording?
I run a podcast about weird stuff.
Amazing.
Can we be in it? Well, I say we, I mean me. Can I be in it?
Come on, we need to move away from the stones. If we move away, your voice recorder will work again.
You're doing one on Milbury?
I guess. I tend to I record my thoughts, rubbish mostly, then cut stuff together. Half of it doesn't even end up going out.
You'll want our stuff.
He means his stuff.
I do. I absolutely do mean that.
Okay, hang on.
Everyone here is weird. Everyone.
Everyone except us.
Except us.
We'll go mad like the rest eventually. You can't live here and not go mad. That's what I think.
Mad how? And what do you mean by weird?
You'll see.
But describe it anyway.
Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
We're recording for a school project. Is that all right?
The local school?
Absolutely.
Such a good school.
Yeah, it's great.
We're all very proud of the school. Very proud.
As you should be.
What do you want me to say?
We're asking people what it's like to live in Milbury.
Wonderful. Naturally. Quite wonderful. Lovely to see you. Happy day. Quite wonderful.
Was that weird though?
She was quite weird.
Not weird enough to record.
Honestly, you'll see. We just need to keep...
Oh, hello you lot. What are you doing then?
Not him. That's my dad. He's not weird. Well, he is, but not, Milbury weird.
Thank you?
This is Mia. She just moved to the village. Mia, this is my dad. He's a doctor at the graveyard.
Care home. They're not dead. Yet. Hi Mia, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Tom, Rafiq.
Hi.
Hi.
So, what are you doing?
We're recording a podcast about how weird people are in Milbury.
Right.
Do you think they are?
Weird?
Yeah.
Quick, record!
Oh, hello?
Vicar! The kids are just,
Recording for a school project. Do you like living here in Milbury?
It's wonderful. Naturally. Quite wonderful. Lovely to see you. Happy day.
See? Not very weird.
Happy day.
It's just a thing they say around here. I think it's sweet. Well, gotta be off. Get back to the graveyard.
See? The vicar said the same thing.
Word for word.
Which is weird, I'll give you that.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Happy day.
I mean, it's quite nice, but, you know, it's the way they speak.
How long have you been here?
Nearly a year for me.
Dad and I have been here a couple months.
Like 3 weeks? My mum runs the museum.
There's a museum?
We'll pass it in a sec. Don't go in, whatever you do.
It's good.
It's boring. So boring. I once passed out in there looking at an old map of a hill. Spaceman set it up.
Spaceman?
Famous astrologer.
Astronomer.
Whatever. Lives in the big house opposite the stones.
It's not a very big museum.
Big enough. Look, I'm heading home. You can't make me go in there. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll record some more. The good stuff. See ya.
I've got stuff to do too. Nice to meet you, though. Wait for me!
You coming in?
I guess.
Don't worry, it's free. Nobody would expect you to pay for it.
I heard that.
Rafiq's mum.
A visitor below retirement age. Bugger me. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with you. Maybe I should turn you into an exhibit. Would you mind being stuffed?
I'd mind.
Kids today, no interest in education. What's your name? For the black, you understand.
Mia.
Hi, Mrs. Azard. She just moved into Milligan's place.
Oh, Milligan's place.
I told her what he did in the bath.
Lovely. Time to look around?
Not right now. Sorry, I've got to get back.
An actual visitor with years ahead of them, and I scare her off.
Oh, it's not that. It's, well, you know, stuff to do for school tomorrow. What? Wow.
They have this picture in there. Oil painting. It's the stones. The ring in the centre, and there's a beam of light shooting down out of the night sky. Purple fire, like something out of an Avengers movie. And this light is hitting the ground and sending it rippling like someone's straightening a duvet. It's just...
the weirdest picture you ever saw.
Don't swing on the chair, you'll break it.
I'm not that heavy.
Did you have a proper look round the museum?
No, I could see me losing my afternoon, so I ran for it.
You weren't rude, I hope.
Am I ever?
Only to me. I think it'll be nice here, if you give it a chance.
Do you? That's all right then. How was your day?
My day? My day was... so rough. Almost like volcanic rock. Oh. Health and safety nightmare. These things want your blood. Day 1 of research into Milbury's standing stones, starting off with a basic sonic resonance test. Well, that's just weird. They're not supposed to make a sound. Some kind of weird harmonic effect. A crystalline structure. Maybe some kind of... Some kind of... maybe... I found myself just stood there, out of it, for ages. The noise was so... relaxing. Shows how overworked I've been. Honestly, Mia, this is just what we needed. A proper change.
I didn't need to change. I was doing just fine.
Really? Fine was the very last thing you were. Anyway, you don't know what it'll be like yet. Give it a chance. School tomorrow?
Morning. Ready for more weird?
Where's Rafiq?
Where Rafik usually is.
Late.
Here now. Yes. Here. Oh God.
This is actually really good for you. You're basically on time.
Mia's first day. Didn't want to miss it.
Oh, that's actually nice of you.
Nah. Just wanted to see you freak out when you saw this place.
Oh, happy day! You must be Mia.
Happy day, happy day.
Hello.
It's so lovely to have you here. Really, really lovely.
Okay, right. Thanks.
You'd probably better sit together with Tom, Rafik and Jess. I imagine you're of a similar... well, yes. Let's see.
Similar what?
Just wait.
X cubed plus Y cubed plus Z cubed equals K, where K is all the numbers from 0 to 100. The summing of 3 cubes. Just an old favourite to get us warmed up. Mia.
Oh, okay. So what do you want me to do?
Let's pick a value for K. Class?
42.
Trust you to pick a hard one, David. Okay, Mia, off you go.
Sorry?
If K is 42, what are X, Y, and Z?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I mean... How would you even... well...
Summing the cubes. I mean, seriously, this is one of the all-time trickiest maths problems. Googled it, sort of thing maths stand to do when fun's got a bit too much for them. Lots of the values of K are easy to figure out, apparently, but 2 numbers stumped mathematicians for years. Actual years. Those numbers. 33 and 42. And this teacher is asking me to do it in my head, on the spot. I mean, nobody could do that. Right? Right? Wrong.
No? Anybody?
X equals minus 8, 0, 5, 3, 8, 7, 3, 8, 8, 1, 2, 0, 7, 5.
And it's not just that they become good at maths, these kids. I mean, these kids. They're not kids. Hi, sorry. I'm doing a podcast for, well, you know, I'm just doing it. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I don't really have time.
It won't take a minute, promise.
I don't really have time.
Hey, would you mind if...
I don't really have time.
Hi, we go to the same school. Obviously. I wondered if you
I
minded...
don't really have time.
Oh, such a good school. We're all very proud of that school.
Yeah.
Happy day.
Happy day. No. Not happy. No. I've been recording for a few weeks now, and I know what some of you will be thinking. It's all in the editing. That they wouldn't seem so weird if I hadn't run them all together. You're right, but not. Because it's there. It really is there. Something lurking under the surface beneath the smile. They're wrong. Them. Well, yeah, but that's the thing with us and them, isn't it? Sides change.
Hey Tom, seen Jess and Rafik? Jess and Rafik. They here yet?
I don't know. Lessons will be starting in a minute. Goodbye.
Since when did you care so much?
Care?
About school?
Such a good school. Goodbye. Happy day.
Tom? Tom?
Well, nobody ever died of folk music. Probably. Cheer up, it's a free party.
Joy.
Where are you going?
You always told me to mingle at parties. Find you later.
The Festival of the Stones. Big celebration. Ancient origins. Maybe this will give me some kind of clue as to what happened to Tom and the others. What's really going on in Milbury? The whole village is out. Tents and tables, cake and mead stalls, tombola spinning, everyone drinking and hanging everywhere you go, weird little dolls made out of straw. Some people are in masks, huge gross things. Some masks are human, wide painted smiles and psycho killer eyes. Others are more alien, big moon faces if you can have a face with no nose or mouth. Then there are the huge animal heads made out of ivy. Foxes, horses, badgers, wolves, wooden jaws clacking together pulled by a string. This wooden-headed wolf with its blood-painted fangs opening and closing, and inside you can see the smiling, mad, black-painted face of the man behind the mask, like the wolf's last meal peering back out of the throat, hoping to escape. Yeah. Fun. But it's not. Smiles should be safe. They should be contagious. Though, actually, maybe the smiles in Milbury are. So why is it terrifying to be surrounded by so many smiling people? Probably says a lot about me. And a lot about you if you think that's normal. You know, before Mum went, we were going to get a dog. Went to the rehoming centre and they told us not to smile at them. You think you're being friendly, but all the dog sees is bare teeth. All the dog sees is that you're willing to bite.
Talking to yourself?
My therapist told me it was good to record my thoughts.
She's probably told you should share them as well. Right. Well, that went down well.
Mia!
New friend?
Someone from school.
You can admit to having friends, you know.
Hi, Mia.
I'm Mia's dad.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hi.
This is Jess.
A friend from school?
You can go and look at the lovely dancing now, Dad.
No thanks. Nice to meet you, Jess. Glad Mia's making friends.
Mia, Jess.
So many friends.
Oh, look at them all.
My son seems to think that dancing is evil. Hello, my name's Priya. I run the museum. You're the scientist.
Archaeometrist, which always needs explaining.
Archaeology is a scientific discipline.
Why don't you tell Priya what mansplaining means, Dad? We're just gonna go and look at the stalls.
Are we? Yeah, the stalls.
Come on, Rafiq.
My daughter hates me.
That's how parenting works.
Did you see Tom dancing with his dad, dressed as a lion?
It'd be embarrassing if it wasn't so.
Weird.
It's not like we can tell anyone. They're all like that.
Well,
You didn't tell your mum, did you?
of course not.
Since when can you keep a secret?
Fair point. Yeah, I told Mum. She now thinks I'm on drugs.
She wasn't gonna believe you, was she?
But it's true.
Since when did that matter?
Nobody's gonna believe it. That's not the worrying thing, though.
It isn't?
The worrying thing is, when's it going to happen to us?
It won't. I won't let it. What's woken them up?
Get recording.
Okay, so now we have some kind of jester dressed in a suit of leaves wearing a mask that...
It's an eyeball. The guy's wearing a huge eyeball on his head. I can't decide if it's really creepy or really brilliant.
I hate this place sometimes, I really do.
Pray welcome and gather. We hear you. The stones hear you. The stones sing for you.
Okay.
Are you scared yet? Do you feel the shiver? Do your bones begin to shake? Can you feel the all-seeing eye as it stares right into you, knowing you, tasting you? Because the stones are hungry. The stones will feed. The stones are thirsty. The stones will drink. The stones will have their way.
Happy day!
But who will feed them?
So, this isn't at all creepy.
You.
What? No thanks. Hey, get off! You can't just go grabbing people.
Don't worry.
Just a bit of fun.
I don't want to. Jess, take the recorder.
I've got it. It's okay.
Keep it going.
I'll do it. This is Rafiq Bagri reporting for, what does she call it?
Proto-science.
This is Rafiq Bagri reporting for Proto-Science. A couple of people have taken Mia and are forcing her to take part in the ceremony.
Which is probably against the law.
Definitely against the law. You can't force people to take part in weird rituals.
We need to get closer.
Now they're tying Mia to one of the stones.
Not really tying. I mean, it's just ribbon.
Hey, who's doing this? I'm trying to inject a bit of drama here.
You will give yourself to the stones.
I really don't.
They are grateful. They thank you. They will thank us all.
Is that Mia? Oh, she'll love that.
Could be worse. They used to do this for real.
Tie people to the stones.
More than tie, Jess love.
The stones have chosen. And it's really nothing to worry about, just a laugh.
But I don't want to touch the stone. When I touch things, I sometimes... Your voice.
The stones have chosen. The knife that shines like the moon above.
That better not be sharp.
Time for the stones. Feed.
Is she okay?
He just got the ribbon. She's fine.
Mia! Mia!
Are you still recording?
Of course I am. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe I should press the...
Oh, Mia. You'll have hated that.
Being grabbed and tied to a stone in front of a crowd. What makes you think I'm not having the very best day?
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Fine. I need to go and talk to the guy in the mask. I'm sure I knew his voice. I mean, well, it can't be, but...
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Outsiders, the podcast that challenges the closed mind, the podcast that knows what's really happening. My name is...
Rafe? Mr. Hendrick? Rafe Hendrick. I'm Rachel Lane, BBC Southwest. Would you have a couple of minutes to talk to us?
Of course, as long as you're civil.
Always.
If only.
You ready, Jim?
Rolling.
Here at the festival is one-time astronomer and television presenter, Rafe Hendrick.
Still an astronomer.
Sorry?
You said one-time astronomer. You don't get struck off. I turn my back on TV, certainly.
But we're certainly lucky to have you today.
Flatterer.
How are you enjoying the celebrations?
Wonderful, as always. Do you know the origin of them? It's deliciously bloodthirsty.
Oh, well, we have to be a bit careful because this will probably go out.
It's all about sacrifices, as you've probably guessed. The first celebration day was about selection. Finding the finest men and women of the area through tests and games. Strength, fortitude, endurance, that sort of thing. And when the best was selected, they would live like gods for a couple of days, worshipped and adored. Until finally, on the second celebration day, guess what happened?
Well, as I say, we probably can't go into the, more...
They'd be tied to the stones and then bled. So they watered the ancient rock. It would take hours. Fine cut after fine cut. The blood soaking into the stone and the earth. The sacrifices getting paler and paler.
Yeah, we definitely can't use...
Drop by drop by drop. You think about how much blood there is in the human body. Doesn't actually sound much, does it? 8 pints. 4.5 litres. A couple of big bottles of pop and loose change. Drip, drip, drip. But it would have looked like so much more. It always does. The ground becoming sodden, scarlet mud stirred up by the victim's feet as they tried to stay standing. Drip, 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 painting the stones slick as they swayed back and forth, delirious, weak, skin burning all over from cut after cut after cut. Physical pain wouldn't have been so bad. I mean, there are worse ways to die, more painful ways. But knowing what was happening, knowing that there was no going back, that every drop was one wet whisper closer to death. Of course, now it's just an excuse for a bit of fun. They don't let you bleed people to death anymore. Health and safety gone mad.
Right, yeah. Well, we can't touch a word of that. Ofcom's knickers will fill, sorry.
Where's Hendrik?
Yes. Are you okay? I hope I didn't scare you too much. I do get a bit carried away with these things. In another life, I was an actor.
Cut! Oh, come on, Jim. I think we're wasting our time.
I'm such a huge fan.
Really?
Yes, I love The Outsiders. Love it. Well, in fact, oh God, you're going to think this is awful. But I started a podcast of my own after hearing yours. Proto-science. Nowhere near as good as yours, of course. Silly, really, but...
You've done what? A podcast?
Dad.
Adam, how lovely to see you again. I heard you'd moved to the village. There's a thing.
Wait. You know each other?
Oh, yes. Your father and I go back a few years, don't we, Adam?
I didn't know you lived here.
Why would you?
Mia, you okay?
How lovely. All the new residents. Isn't it funny how people always find each other, clump together for safety? Have you a poppet?
Come on, Mia, we're going.
You can.
What's a puppet?
Little doll made from straw.
Amazing.
Hang on. I picked some up. This thing's got more pockets than you'd think. Unless you've already been given some.
Why the hell would we have?
Because it's what we do during the Festival of the Stones. It's a way of bringing people into the fold. Aha! See, they convey the magic of the stones to whoever carries one.
There is no magic of the stones.
I'm sure you know best. Here you go. One for you.
Thanks.
One for you.
Great.
And...
We don't want one.
I do. Sorry about him. He's not always so rude.
It's fine. Mia, was it?
Yeah.
I'll Google your podcast.
I can't believe you listen to him.
Many do. More all the time. There you go, Mia. See you again, I'm sure.
I don't want you within 10 feet of my daughter.
It's not up to you. I can do what I want.
You can't. Mia, you're still a child and you'll do as you're...
Shut up.
Mia? You okay? What's wrong? You look...
like there's something wrong.
Out of my way. Going to talk to Henry. Right. Going to...
Join the happy ones. Happy days of happy days.
Pray welcome and gather. We hear you. The stones hear you. The stones sing for you. Are you scared yet? Do you feel the shiver? Because the stones are hungry.
Pray welcome and gather. We hear you. The stones hear you. The stones sing for you. Are you scared yet? Do you feel the shiver? Do your bones begin to shake? Can you feel the all-seeing eye as it stares right into you, knowing you, tasting you? Because the stones are hungry. The stones are thirsty. The stones will drink. The stones will have their way. feed them. You.
What's happening? Everything was so can't move. Why can't I? I don't understand. I was at the festival, wanting to talk to.
Hello?
Hendrik? No, you're not him. Oh, your face. What's wrong with your face?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you. Where am I? I can't seem to move.
Can't hear me. Us. Not yet.
Of course I can hear you. I'm talking to you.
So many voices, none of them heard. We will make them hear. In this time of pestilence. In this time of the death.
Pestilence? What? No. Get away from me. Don't touch me.
Blessed I am. The all-seeing eye looks down and knows me well.
What are you doing? You can't tie it to the... No. Can't be that. Can't be.
Ropes to bury you, knives to bleed you. Drip, 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 drip.
None of this makes sense.
See how the joy fills me.
What?
Happy. The promise they gave. Happy.
I don't understand what's happening. How are you talking to me here? I tied up out there and... Oh God, I don't know. Can I just wake up now, please?
Look at you. Just look at you. Beautiful. I can feel the power in you.
Rafe? Mr. Hendrik? Please, help. I don't know what's happening, but it's as if I'm trapped. I'm in the stone, inside it, and I can't.
I can hear you.
What? Really? Thank you. Thank you.
I can always hear you.
What? Wait. Can't think. Can't.
Our stones and faithful make it stand. To all our happy ones.
Not much happy for you, whoever you are. Look at you. So much blood.
So proud of you, Martha, my dear.
Martha.
So proud. Can you feel them? Can you feel them coming?
Oh, can't bear. Can't. What's happening? Feel it inside, in my head, like it's trying to,
wanting to be heard. Do you hear?
Yes, but I don't want to. The sky, this is something.
Douglas, do stop that.
The lad's just gearing up for a strafe run. Now, wrong with that, madam. In the war...
We're not at war anymore, thank goodness. Now can you kindly get on?
Certainly, madam. Gather round, folks.
Where am I now? No, not where. Because I'm not moving, am I? It's everything else. When am I?
Welcome to the famed standing stones of Milbury, one of the most ancient and mysterious monuments in the whole country.
Douglas, I swear if you don't stop machine gunning the monument, I'll give you such a tanning.
It comes! It comes! Back here again, with that thing in the sky. Whatever it is, the darkness, just clouds.
Sing! Sing!
No, just clouds. Swirling, dark, but shifting, as if it opens.
The eye opens!
We'll never know what happened. How can we? The whole village just vanished. Mind you, there's some as might say it was the work of God. The things they were doing, the sacrifices.
Oh, they were all at it back then. I've read a book.
In the sky, something appearing. And not a voice, but something trying to connect.
They weren't at it, madam, I can assure you. This ain't primitive man. This ain't a bunch of druids getting busy with their scythes at Stonehenge.
Bloody hippies.
Language, please. Ladies and kiddies present.
Bloody hippies! Bloody hippies!
Ducky!
Something about these stones, some ancient belief, had the whole village drawing blood in their name. Perhaps they always had, eh? Perhaps they killed for the stones for centuries. But what started it, eh? What started it?
What started it?
The history of the stones is ancient, hailing back as far as Druidic times. Far away, in a distant galaxy, a sun did what all suns must do, and went supernova. And the ancient people looked up into the night, and they saw what must have seemed like a miracle. A glowing, beautiful light, burning just for them. A new star in the sky, brighter than the rest. They worshipped it. They sung to it. As unbeknownst to them, that supernova became a black hole. Something beyond that hole turned its attention on them. And seeing them, feeling them, it reached out with all the power it could muster, which was considerable. A wave of energy so vast, so immense, it turned the laws of physics on its head as it passed.
Oh God. It's so bright. What's happening?
The energy hit, and in that moment, everyone stood there in a circle, arms wide to the sky, full of worshipful awe, calcified in the extraordinary wave of energy.
At least that's the myth. The worshippers turned to stone. The solid remains of those who worshipped here.
Oh, what a lot of rot.
But is it?
That's as may be, madam, but certainly people worshipped in this exact spot for thousands of years after. You're standing at the location of one of the greatest mysteries on this planet.
And one of the coldest. Oh, come on, Doggy, let's go and sit in the car and eat our sandwiches. Daddy, get in the car. Daddy.
Which brings us to the end of our tour, I suppose. Do remember your guide as you make your way.
It opens! The eye opens!
No, that's not possible. That's not...
So, what was it all those years ago that made the village kill? That made them spill the blood of one of their own in worship to the stones?
See me! See me!
What was it that struck them so powerfully, so utterly, that they spent hundreds of years worshipping it?
Feel us! Hear us! Help us! Free us!
What terrible thing became their god?
I see you!
No! No!
Been drinking, is it?
What?
Shouldn't be drinking. Not at your age.
Haven't been drinking.
Tried not drinking once. I saw things. Unhelpful things. Life without the little booze buffer isn't to my liking. I'm not one for the world in HD. When things get that sharp, you're bound to cut yourself.
I don't know what's happening to me.
Answers are overrated. Do I look like someone who ever cared about answers? And I'm thriving.
You're sleeping in a graveyard off your face on cheap vodka.
Exactly. Exactly. I was living the dream. Exactly.
What happened to me?
Came running in here, off your face.
Wasn't off my face. I saw something.
Our stones and faithful make it stand till all are happy
What's happening for you? Whoever you are, look at you. So much blood.
Oh, so proud of you, Martha, my dear.
Arthur.
So proud. Can you feel them? Can you feel them coming?
He was killing her.
People do love a rock.
No, it wasn't like that. Tied to the stone, bleeding to death. A sacrifice. And then in the sky there was the Doesn't matter. I was dreaming. Must have been.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Not round here. Sacrificing people to the stones, was it? I love doing that.
Used to, you mean?
Whatever. What else did you see?
It was as if I was in someone else's head. A woman tied to one of the stones. A sacrifice. And then I was somewhere else, and then there was lots of places, and like time was all mixed up.
That happens often enough. A lot of leakage around here. I see stuff in the graveyard that'd have you screaming so hard you'd throw up your lungs.
You were probably drunk.
Of course I was. Still saw it though. You'll learn. Milbury's soft.
What are you talking about, soft?
Things get through. There are places in the world that are soft where all the science, all the physics, all the rules don't count for so much. Some call them thin places, I call them soft. Where people see things, ghosts, UFOs, whatever. Things just happen. Just ley lines, innit?
God, look at the time. I need to get home. Oh. I feel so out of it. I can barely keep my eyes open. Oh, and I don't believe in ley lines.
Well, they don't care. They all begin here. Milbury's the heart.
Heart of what?
Who knows? But I wish it would stop beating. The noise is driving me mad.
Ley lines. That's what I'm looking at today. Yeah, so basically, a guy called Alfred Watkins back in the 1920s said that there were lines of energy in the earth running between certain historical structures and landmarks. Apparently they were powerful and important, but nobody could prove they existed or explain what it is they did. No more than I can explain what happened to me this evening. I know a cynic would say sunstroke. My therapist would say a PTSD-based episode. All I know is that I passed out and dreamed I was lost in the head of a woman being sacrificed to the stones. And yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe. But it didn't feel like a dream. And if the ley lines know, they're not telling. What's going on?
What happened to you?
Hi, everyone.
We've all been worried about you. Where have you been?
Mia, so glad you're okay.
Yeah, you were not good.
Give her space.
Sorry, I think it was the sun. I'm feeling just a bit out of it.
Yeah, mind if I give you a quick once-over? You're a bit younger than my usual patients, but I'm sure I can manage.
I'm fine, honestly.
Well, let Colin be the judge of that.
Okay.
Mia.
I'm so tired.
Mia. They're not singing. The stones. It's just your imagination. It's all just your imagination. Or you're dreaming. Or they are. Do stones dream?
Why are you tied to the stones?
It's my job. Don't interfere. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Will it?
Oh, who knows? I don't know anything anymore. Who are you, for example? Oh, I wish someone would tell me.
It's my daughter, Mia.
I'm not your daughter.
I don't like you.
She knows. See how sad she is.
I meant you. I don't like you.
Be nice!
Oh, stop barking, Hendrik. You're doing my head in. It's okay. Everything's fine. You fell asleep, that's all. Exhausted.
What's wrong with me? Did Jess's dad say?
Well, Colin reckons there's absolutely nothing that taking it a bit easy wouldn't fix. You've been doing too much.
Not really.
Well, the move, school, and then this podcast thing. I looked it up. You've been busy.
Why are you surprised? You know what you're like.
A rationalist?
A skeptic?
There's nothing wrong with that. I just can't believe you were doing this for months and didn't tell me.
It's not like I need your permission.
It's not about permission. It's about sharing. I'm sad that you didn't think I'd be interested.
Why would I? Really?
Of course I would be, of course.
Dad, we don't talk. And then when we do, you tell me what's wrong with everything I think. So when was I going to share this with you? I mean, look at how you were with Rafe. Do you blame me?
Rafe? You've no idea. No idea at all.
I know all about him.
Well, clearly not, or you'd think he was a charlatan and an idiot, just like I do.
Well, if he's an idiot, so am I.
Why do we always end up arguing? Am I so bad at this?
I'm tired. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Love you.
Do you?
Mia? How are you doing? Dad said you weren't dying or anything, which is unusual for him. Never seen him so happy to have a patient who might last a year.
I'm fine. No, I'm embarrassed. In a mood. Everyone fussing. I basically just slept the whole day. You coming out?
It's either that or play with my new straw dolly.
That's probably been does by now because it's superstitious rubbish.
Where do you want to meet?
The museum? There's something I want to check out.
See you there, as soon as I can.
Happy day!
Oh, piss off!
Well, that's no way to speak to someone who's doing his bit for the future of the planet. Not that it's got one.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I recognize a mood when I see one. I'm prone to them myself.
Oh, I don't believe that. You're so, well...
In control.
Yes.
I'm not, you know. Not a bit of it. I listened to your podcast.
Already? Really?
Well, not all of them, obviously, but the first one you did.
Well, I didn't know what I was doing back then, so...
Oh, rubbish. You presented a number of fascinating points on a well-worn subject. Well-worn, but fascinating. Psychometry interests you, clearly.
Yes.
Me too. Walk?
Yes.
I always walk around the village as it's getting dark. There's something about the light. It muddies things. Makes it easy to turn them into something else.
You want things to be different?
What's the point in leaving something as it is?
Then why live in Milbury?
Oh, Milbury's not so bad. You'll see. Change has to start somewhere. And by someone, or something. It would be irresponsible, don't you think, to spend a life on this planet and leave it in a worse state than when you found it. You've got to try and make a difference somehow, otherwise why bother being in the first place?
Never thought about it like that.
You will. You have that sort of mind. I can tell. You want to know so that you can improve things. You want the world to be better.
Doesn't everyone?
Absolutely not. You didn't answer about psychometry.
Oh, it's just, well... It's an interesting subject, isn't it?
Hold these for me.
Why?
Because I'd like you to.
Okay, though I...
Please, sir.
What? Oh, sorry. Nervous habit. How are we doing?
Where is this? A huge room, so many computers. An observatory? Radio telescope?
Array online. EHT functioning as hoped. This is mad. A camera with an aperture the diameter of the whole planet.
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
You don't hear that. Photographing a black hole for the very first time. A whole network of radio telescopes, all scanning and pooling data. And you saw it, didn't you?
Well, Oh, it's just...
Oh, thank you. I shake them when I'm nervous. Drives people mad. I suspected as much at the festival. You were scared to touch the stones. And then listening to your podcast. What you saw doesn't make you crazy, Mia. The art of witnessing the past through contact with an important object, a totem, it's a gift.
Doesn't feel like it. Feels like I can't do anything right.
I won't always feel like that. The project to photograph a black hole changed my life. Yours too, you just don't know it yet.
Really?
Really. But I'm not telling about anything. Not yet. You're too good. You should find out on your own. It'll be more valuable to you that way.
So I am finding out. By asking you. Tell me what I've got to do with the black hole. Why everyone's so weird here. What have the stones got to do with the play? Why do I keep seeing and hearing things? Why has Tom gone wrong?
Oh, Mia. You're not asking the right questions. And not trusting the answers right in front of your all-seeing eye. Interrogate the mystery, and you'll find the truth. Good night, Mia. You're amazing. And once you realize that, you'll be unstoppable.
Oh. Everyone's stoppable.
Hello?
Is Jess here?
Mia, nobody's here. Oh, makes me want to weep over our woolly mammoth tusk and collection of Victorian dolly pegs. How are you feeling?
Fine. I wanted to ask you about the plague.
Oh, think you might have it. I'm sure Jess's dad would have mentioned it.
I wanted to know what happened in Milbury at the time.
You and everyone else who's ever looked into it.
Oh.
Yeah, 1348. Everyone vanished.
What?
In the village. Everyone. Absolutely everyone vanished overnight.
They got the plague or just left?
Who knows? They disappeared, that's all we know. One morning, boom. All gone. There's a book all about it I can let you borrow.
Thanks, that would be great. I'll just call Jess and see where she is. Jess?
Mia? They're outside. Surrounded us. All of them. I don't know what they want.
Jess? Wait, I can't hear you. Jess? Jess? What's happening? Jess!
Feel it. This is happy. Happy.
Jess?
Oh, shut up. Nothing's funny.
Have they taken you?
Hello to you too.
Look, I was thinking about it, right? What you said, and with Tom and Mia being all weird.
It was exhaustion. Dad said.
And Tom?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. There's bad stuff happening here. This place has gone from weird to dangerous in, like, a few days. What are we going to do?
I don't know, Rafiq. All right? I'm feeling... Forget it. I feel scared, Rafiq. That's what I feel. And you're not really helping.
Night, everyone.
Say goodnight to Dr. Colin, everybody. Sorry, Doctor. It's the festivities. Got everyone excited. Such a happy day.
Yes, right. Night.
Love to Jess. Such a lovely girl.
Happy. Happy. Happy.
I'm home.
Finally. What time do you call this?
I've got a takeaway. You can't be cross with someone bearing a Chinese takeaway.
I've definitely forgiven you for being late.
You're so easy to please. You hear that? Some people can't get enough of a sing-song. You'd think the festival would have been enough.
Creepy.
Happy, clappy stuff usually is, I think. Never trust people that seem that blissful.
That's because you're a misery.
True, true.
Dad?
Hmm?
The people singing.
What about them?
They're outside the house.
Like carolers?
Carolers that surround the place. They're all along the back path, too.
What? What are they playing at?
Dad? What's happening?
I don't know.
Mia? They're outside. Surrounded us. All of them. I don't know what they want.
What's wrong with my...
Jess? Feel it. This is happy. 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 Jess?
I'm really not supposed to close up yet.
It's an emergency.
You haven't said what kind.
How can the police not answer?
Seriously, Mia, what is it? What's happening to Jess?
That's Rafiq, he's on his way.
But on his way to what? I need you to tell me, Mia.
Just texting Dad, please drive, I don't know how long we've got. Ugh.
I'm here.
This is ridiculous. I'm sure you're overreacting.
Soon find out, won't we?
You talked to her?
Yeah. She was terrified, panicking.
You called anyone else?
Police wouldn't answer.
Wouldn't answer?
Mia, please. Are you sure Jess wasn't just playing a joke on you?
She'd better not have been.
Dad, you came then.
Of course I did.
Thought you might not have believed me.
Oh, Mia, for Christ.
Hello.
Hi, are you okay? Is Jess okay?
Sorry?
Mia was speaking to Jess on the phone. Apparently you were both in some sort of...
danger.
Trouble, I was going to say.
What happened? Where is she?
Nothing happened. And she's just inside. Jess?
Oh, hello. How are you?
How are we? How are you?
You were, I don't know, being attacked or something on the phone 10 minutes ago.
The TV was on. Maybe that was it? I couldn't quite hear you. I looked for the remote control, but... you know how it is.
Oh no.
They've got you, haven't they?
Who's got who? You're always so funny. Well, good night.
Please, Jess, what happened?
You look like you need a good night's sleep, Mia. Tomorrow will be a happy day.
Oh no.
Well, that was embarrassing.
Didn't you see them? They've been done.
Done?
Changed, turned, broken.
They were perfectly normal. You're just getting overexcited. Again.
Mia.
What's the point? Let's just go home.
Hey, we can't just walk off. What are we going to do? Mia, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
The reception sucks. Did you buy the stones?
Yeah? Why?
Because the reception sucks there, obviously. Move away a bit.
Is that better?
Yeah, what were you saying?
I was asking what were you going to do.
So was I, last night. But one of us went off in a mood.
Sorry. I just needed... I don't know. It was just too much. Tom's gone, Jess is gone. We're the only two left.
And your dad and my mum.
Who don't even believe there is a problem, so they're no use.
Tell me about it. My mum went mad last night. Reckons I embarrassed her.
Well, there is one other person we could talk to. Hendrik. He said I just needed to ask the right questions.
Spaceman. Why'd you want to speak to him?
Because he knows about weird stuff.
Of course he does. He's weird.
You know anyone else that might be able to help?
How do you know that he hasn't been brainwashed like the others?
Because I've talked with him. He was nice, clever.
He sounds annoying. Fine. Talk to him. When I never hear from you again because he's locked you inside his cellar so he can eat your brains or whatever it is these freaks want, I'll spend my last few hours basking in how right I was.
Reception sucks by the Stones. Why? Why everything? No. This is a place of mystery. Good, fine. Time to solve the mystery of the Stones. This is Mia Break on Proto-Science, the podcast that wants to change the world's mind.
Stupid place is that. What you've got for brains needs flushing. Thought I was invisible, isn't I? Cocky, wasn't I? Stupid kid asking questions. Should have known better. Should have known. Oh, please, let me get away with this, please. It's the only thing I'm good for these days. I'm a superpower. Oh, come on. You don't have to do this, you know you don't. It's only me, innit? It's only Lacey. Kid was asking questions, I got to show it off. It doesn't matter, does it? It's just a podcast thing. I mean, who's going to listen to it anyway, eh? Hey, oh, no, let's not get silly now, eh? Eh? Oh, it doesn't have to be like this. Romy, come on. It's time we were all tucked up in our beds, eh? Let's forget all about it. You can trust me, you know. I'm one of you. Of course I can. I can play the game. I've been playing the game all my life. I shouldn't have said anything. I realise now it's stupid of me. I'm showing off, wasn't I? Well, Stones, can you hear me? Stones, what do you want from me, eh? Damn! Careful, you jangly bastard! You could have done my head in with your stick. Oh, yeah. Love a dance, don't you? God knows how a lot you sneak up on me, eh? Not that I weren't my sharpest, eh? But that's the thing, you see. I got a bit woolly, didn't I? A bit drunk. I wasn't thinking. I can do better. I can. Well, how about it, eh? Call it quits. But what do you want from me?
What do you think we want? We want you to be happy.
This is Mia Break on Proto-Science, the podcast that wants to change the world's mind. And today, we're going to solve the mystery of the Milbury stones.
Because it is a mystery, as regular listeners will know. But the stones don't make it easy to investigate, because the closer you get to the stones, the closer you get to the mystery, the more that mystery fights back. Because these ancient monuments, these impossible things that radiate a sound that not everyone can hear, that controlling the minds of residents of Milbury, they don't like to be recorded. In fact, they just won't.
Milbury Stores, the local shop run by Mrs. Everett. Mrs. Everett, my name's Mia Break. I moved to the village a short while ago. I wondered if you mind answering a few questions for me.
Questions can be such a burden. The answers are usually inside ourselves, don't you find?
Is that a no?
Oh, of course not, dear.
Do you find the village strange?
Strange?
Strange.
No.
The people?
What about them?
You don't find them strange?
What is this about?
Oh, just a podcast I record.
A podcast?
Like radio.
Oh, yes, of course, we're not strange. We're as normal as a person could be.
Happy?
Happy.
Which is normal.
I think so, don't you?
No, actually, I don't. Happiness seems rare to me.
Oh, not here. Here, we're all happy.
Happy?
Yes. Ask anyone. They'll all tell you. Happy.
Oh, terribly happy, yes. Why?
In Milbury, we know how to live. We're at peace, you see?
What a strange thing to ask, as if we could be.
Peace and quiet, that's what we like. It's a very happy place.
Oh, terribly happy, yes. Why?
Peace. So happy. Milbury is happy now.
Milbury is happiness.
Why am I asking?
Why are you asking what? You're recording something?
My podcast.
You're brilliant. Ask me a question. See, that's the thing with being homeless. Invisible, ain't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its advantages. Plenty of times I'm glad to be ignored, especially here. But I know things. I see things. I see more than most. If you want to know what's going on here, you should interview me.
Laces. Local homeless resident. No idea why he's called Laces. Maybe I should ask him. Why are you called Laces?
Well, that's what you want to know.
It's the first thing I want to know.
Because I'm never got it.
So, there we go. But he's right, that's not what we really want to know, is it?
Are you recording me now?
Priya Bakri. No, I'm not. More of her later. The people here in Milbury are strange.
No, oh, can I say
I can edit it out.
What about
I'd rather you didn't.
Sure. So, you want to know why the people here are strange? They get wiped, don't they? Wiped and rewritten.
Which makes no sense.
See, sense is a movable word, isn't it? Sense changes depending on what you know and what you believe. See, sense is cultural, not factual.
Laces, you're being annoying.
I think you'll find I am being philosophical. But alright, I'll be straight. The stones change people.
How can they? They're just stones.
Yeah, no, obviously. But, you see, I know the stones are changing people because I see it. I watch, I learn. The villagers see they're dancing, they're singing. I look them straight in the eye and I see what's there.
Which is?
Bliss. Which, let me tell you, is about the scariest thing you can see in this world.
This is scary.
Of course it is. It's terrifying. Because nobody can really have it, can you? There's always something wrong, however small. That's life. You always want for something.
What do I want? Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Why would I want anything?
Everything I need is here.
Everything.
Perfect.
Happy.
People want too much.
You want too much.
Milbury is all you need, wouldn't you say?
More than enough.
Enough. Happy.
I had a dream. Except it wasn't, I don't think. It was as if I was in the head of someone who was dying, slowly, many, many years ago. 1348 to be precise. Not the most fun year. The plague, the Black Death, but it wasn't the plague that was killing her.
Sacrifices. That's what they used to do. To the stones. They'd select their victims during the celebration of the stones, you know. The festivals. There would be all the revelry, the singing and dancing. And then they'd hold games. Challenges. Selecting the strongest 2 members of the village. And those 2 would be worshipped for the next couple of days. Because victims were often revered in pagan cultures, you know. We've always loved a victim. And then they'd tie them to the stones. Bleed them to death. It would take hours.
Stones will have their way. The stones have chosen the night that shines. Time for the stones. Feed.
And that's who she was. Martha, a sacrifice. I was in her head as she died. I know how that sounds, I do. Which is why I've been trying to find reference to her in the village records. Which I have, just here. Martha Sweet, born 1329, daughter of the local vicar. Can I prove she died in 1348? Well, that one is slightly difficult, you see.
Everyone vanished. It's one of the most enduring and fascinating curiosities of local history. How can a whole village vanish?
Mystery after mystery after mystery. But none of this solves the current situation. Because the weird, terrifying business of the Milbury stones is not a purely historical problem. Of course it isn't. Is it, Tom?
Hello? Can I help you?
No. That's Tom. He used to be a friend. Now he's someone else. Jess? I know you're there. I can see you.
For the listeners, she is stood just on the other side of the frosted glass window by the door. Her face looks like it's melting. Jess, another friend of mine. Once.
What do you want? Why can't you just leave us alone? Why can't you be happy?
Why? Because who knows who's going to be next?
Have they got to you? Have you been changed?
No, and neither of you.
Yet.
But they've never changed you.
Told you, I'm invisible. I hear the stones. I hear them humming deep inside my head. I feel them. You ever touch one?
You know I have.
So you know, they feel wrong. The energy in them, right? It's like stroking an electric fence.
But they don't change you.
Invisible.
But you're really not? So what is it that you have that nobody else has?
Right. There's a lot more I don't have than I do. Maybe vodka kills it. I mean, of course, I'm not the only one who's been here years but doesn't walk around here going, happy, 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 am I?
No, you're not.
Yeah. Hendrik! Hendrik! We're looking at you, Hendrik!
It's all about trust, isn't it? And the powers that be know it. So I'm here to tell you, you're in the right place. You've found that vital, shining place where the truth lives. You've found The Outsiders, the only podcast that really knows what's going on. You can trust me.
But can we?
Oh. Hello. I wondered if you might come by.
And here I am.
Here you are.
Brave Hendrik. I was wondering, why are you trying to destroy the world?
Many stars in my time, but here's a man who spends his time with the real thing. Rafe Hendrik.
Pulsars please me more than movie stars. I know, it makes me weird.
But you've brought that enthusiasm to our screen so well, haven't you? First with your series The Heavens, and now with Celestial. I'm not sure how to say this without sounding awful.
I'm a scientist. If you can survive peer reviews, you can survive live radio.
Well, astronomy used to be for,
geeks.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. The stars around us are the most amazing, most beautiful thing. It's really not difficult to talk about that in a way that captivates people.
A lot of people. The Heavens was a huge success. You made the night sky cool again.
Well, was it ever not?
Tell us what you're doing now, because as well as the TV series, you were involved in a really quite important project, is that right?
Photographing a black hole.
That must be one hell of a camera.
Just a bit. First time it's been done. Observatories from all around the world, all pooling their data. The world's eye turning toward the skies together. Who knows what we'll see? Can you hear that?
Hear what?
You don't hear that. The sounds from M87.
It can't have a sound. I mean, it's in a vacuum.
We are hearing the beyond, Sam. Turn it up. It speaks.
It's wrong.
No. It's wondrous.
But what is it?
God. We're hearing the voice of God.
I can't stay. It's getting into my head.
Listen to God, Sam. Listen.
Get off me!
You can't go. This is what we've been looking for.
And now you've found it. Hope you won't regret it.
No regrets, Sam. I'm happy. So happy. What a happy day. Take a seat, Mia. Drink. I've got, lots of things. Fruit juice, water, Diet Coke, or a coffee. I have one of those machines that use the pods, destroying the world one tasty cup at a time.
Just water, please.
Just water.
Thanks.
So, where were we?
I've got questions.
Haven't we all? About Milbury?
Yeah.
About why the people change? About the stones?
Yes.
I told her you were good.
I'm recording.
Of course you are.
Nervous?
I am, actually. Funny, isn't it? How did you make your way to me?
There aren't many people left.
True, but that's not you. That's not enough. You'd investigate more.
I would. Selective bias.
What about it?
I like you. You were there when I needed you.
Oh?
My mum died. I wasn't good after. Struggled. Then I found your podcast. It helped. It distracted. Helped me find something new to focus on.
I'm glad.
You were important to me. Which means I only really knew the things about you I wanted to know. I didn't question. I learnt about you from your own website, from what you wanted people to hear.
Are you suggesting I was lying?
No. It's just what we do, isn't it? Only show what we want people to see. And then today, I started to do some more reading.
Ah. Is this going to get unpleasant?
You tell me.
You have to understand, Mia. I grew very, very tired of being called names.
And it happened a lot.
A lot.
The black hole. You told me about that. Photographing it?
I was one of the many, many people involved in the project, yes. But the only one it spoke to.
I can hear you. Yes. Yes.
I looked into it, Mia. Right into M87. And do you know what I saw?
No.
I saw it unfurl. I saw the eyelid peel back. The eye. The all-seeing eye. Looking right back at me. The eye of God. It was an experience that changed me forever.
And me too, or so you said.
Not just you. Everyone.
Why?
Because of what it's going to do. What I'm going to help it to do. But let's not veer off the subject. You were telling me how you ended up on my doorstep.
I found out lots more about you. Sat on my phone in the graveyard. You're all over the place. Videos.
Oh, yes. I've had quite the career for a while. 2 hit TV series.
Yeah. I hadn't seen those, but they're all on YouTube.
Ah, how gratifying.
Along with other stuff. One video in particular.
Oh, yes. That one.
That one.
Good evening. Tonight, on the Inquiry Sofa, we welcome Professor Rafe Hendrick and Dr. Adam Brake, both renowned in their respective fields, although, and I hope you'll forgive me for this, Professor Hendrick, one of you is rather more controversial than the other.
As Lyman Beecher said, no great advance has ever been made in science, politics, or religion without controversy.
I'm not convinced, Rafe, that your speculations could in any way be called an advance, or science.
As supportive of your peers as ever, Adam. It must be terrible to be so unhappy.
Unhappiness has nothing to do with it. You claim to have made contact with interstellar life. It's ridiculous.
Dr. Brake is referring to Professor Hendrick's theory that he has captured the voice of God, and indeed saw the eye of God, him, it, or herself, while taking high-tech photographs of a black hole.
And he claims this based on not one single piece of evidence.
The evidence of my own eyes and ears, Adam. We can talk to other worlds easier than we might have thought, and the being beyond has a great deal to say. They want us to be happy. Imagine that, Adam, being happy. He's so desperate to avoid that. How sad for you and your family.
Don't bring my family into this.
There is no need to get personal, Professor. And you must appreciate that people want evidence.
Of course they do. But they also refuse to look at it or recognize when it is in front of them. I have made the sounds I recorded, the sounds of the spheres, the voice of the beyond, available. I send them to you myself, Adam, but you will not listen to them or me. People are, forgive me, so stuck in their own ignorance and stupidity that...
Stupid, are we?
If you refuse to look at what I'm saying, yes.
But surely, when making such a bold claim...
You make it sound like I'm trying to force an opinion on you. I'm explaining what happened. That's all. I'm sharing an extremely significant personal experience that, yes, may affect us all in ways we can barely imagine, but was personal nonetheless.
Don't give us that. You've set up a website that asks for donations.
Research is costly, you know that.
Bullshit.
I must apologise for Dr. Bregg's language. Feelings are running a little strong.
Yes, I'm sorry. But I can't allow us to discuss these claims as if they are of equal weight to other theories. Professor Hendrick is like all the other New Age hucksters out there.
Kindly talk to me directly, Adam. This is, after all, a debate.
All right, then I will. You're a liar, Rafe, and a cheat. If you were mentally ill, I'd have sympathy for you, but you're just a charlatan, a cheat.
Adam!
A cheat who wants to rob the vulnerable and naive of their money in order to get rich. You disgust me. And the fact that programs like this give you the oxygen is even worse. You deserve nothing more than to be laughed at.
Brutal. My dad never mentioned it.
Your father was, forgive me, an obnoxious, idiotic bore. I just want people to be happy. Is there anything wrong with that?
Happy.
Of course.
Which is why you employed Dad.
I'm sorry.
You're behind the company that's employing him to analyse the stones. I looked at company's house. It took some poking, but not much.
He's the best in his field. But I knew he wouldn't want to work for me directly, so I hid myself a bit.
But you don't need the stones analysed. You know what they do. Here. One of the puppets you gave us. Me, Tom, Jess and Rafiq. Cute name, Poppet, for something so weird.
Careful with it. Careful.
A little straw man with a stone heart. And not any old stone. Part of the old stones. Holding it, I had the same reaction as when I touched the standing stones. Doesn't seem to affect other people as much as me, because of psychometry, my thing. But it's still powerful.
It's not psychometry.
You were the one that told me it was.
It's more than that. Touch the keys.
And see your past. I've spent a lot of time there today.
That's not what you do when you touch them.
Good evening. Tonight on the inquiry sofa...
Please don't make me have to sit through this again.
All right.
Oh, you're here too.
And I'd rather not be. In your left hand, right now. Can you feel the keys?
Yes, actually.
Let go of them. And back we are in my kitchen.
How did I do that? Control it.
You touch my keys, you connect with me. Briefly, our minds are one. You're like me, you can connect. I couldn't do what I'm about to do otherwise. To be the focusing lens for all of this.
Focusing lens? Like your straw dolly time bombs?
Bombs? Hardly. But possessing one of the straw poppets is what allows the conversion, the elevation to one of us. More like Wi-Fi signal boosted than a weapon.
Except none of them asked to be converted?
But they're happy, Mia. Truly happy. Your father wears sadness like a well-fitting suit. I brought him here so he could swap that suit for happiness. Why would you, of all people, not want that for your dad?
Of all people?
When was the last time you felt truly happy?
Maybe the week before Mum died. We were in the kitchen after dinner, all laughing. Can't remember why. Why can't I remember why?
Can you remember what it felt like?
Sort of light.
What if you could always feel like that? What if everyone could feel like that? No pain, no torn hearts, no loss, no grief. How would that be?
A relief.
You said I was going to destroy the world, but all I'm offering is permanent happiness. Is that so wrong?
Where are you going?
You're going to have to make a choice, Mia. To be happy, or to remain in darkness. I shall show you, and your audience, the facts. And to do that, you'll need to follow me. Coming?
Okay. This is how you spend your time, in a pokey attic spying on the town.
I prefer to call it my observatory, and the telescope is generally turned to greater things than Milbury. And there it is. Your turn.
The black hole.
Yes.
I can't see anything.
Not now, you can't. But in just under an hour, you will not only see all, you will understand all. Every 672 years, the eye is on us. The black hole is closest to the Earth, just like it was back in 1348. You saw that, didn't you? You connected with the stones.
Yeah, I could feel them, hear the voices, see the eye.
You are blessed, just as I am. The stones harness me to act as the focus, and with you there as well. Your powers harnessed, the circuit will be even stronger.
Me?
Of course. When I realized the power you had, I couldn't believe it. This place, always full of surprises. Please help me. Don't hold on to sadness, to pain.
I don't know.
This will make up your mind. Look through again. This time, you'll see something a little closer to home.
The whole village is out.
They wait by the stones. Listen.
Why are they singing? And why is it always that song?
Harmonics, frequencies. It's all maths, really. It's all a programming language. Musica universalis, the music of the spheres. You've heard of it?
No.
A metaphysical concept dating back from the ancient Greeks. That the movement of the universe is a harmony. That everything is just different notes, different harmonies. Ones, it turns out, that can be tapped into and controlled. Once you're clever enough to understand it, of course.
And they helped with that. That's why the kids all become geniuses.
We learn the language of numbers.
But why?
To communicate. To welcome them. We're sending a signal to the heavens, Mia. And when the time comes, they'll answer. Look down there. All your friends. Tom, Jess, Rafik.
Rafik?
They're waiting for you to join them.
I can see them.
Who else do you see, Mia? Who else is singing?
Jess's dad, and Rafik's mum, and... No, it can't be.
Who is it, Mia?
Dad.
And how does he look?
Happy. Never seen him so happy.
Good evening, and welcome to a very special live-streamed episode of The Outsiders, the podcast that challenges the closed mind, the podcast that knows what's really happening. My name is Rafe Hendrick, and I welcome you to the birth of your new world. Feeds online?
All fine. We had some problems with signal interference.
Well, of course you did.
But then it righted itself.
The eye.
As far as we can tell, the stones are no longer breaking the signal. They're boosting it.
5G, eh? The conspiracy theorists were right.
They always are. Have you decided?
I need to speak to Dad.
We both do. In a minute. Positions, everyone.
Cameras?
Roll in.
Going live in 5, 4, 3.
Happy day.
Happy day indeed. You join us in Milbury for the most important broadcast of all your lives. Walk with me. Let me show you around. The people of Milbury, hand in hand, connected, of a mind, happy. And here, the stones, those ancient, beautiful receivers of signals from afar. This is the heart of the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most important place on Earth, because in a little under 9 minutes, the planet Earth will enter into celestial alignment with black hole M87, the black hole that we photographed a few years ago, where I first made contact. At the time, the scientific community, indeed pretty much everybody, were dismissive of my claims. I'm pleased to say that I'm joined by one of my harshest critics back then, Professor Adam Brake, an archaeometrist of some standing.
Hello.
Now, Adam, the last time we shared a broadcast, you were quite famously rather rude to me, weren't you?
So rude. Horribly rude. Sorry.
You called me a liar and a cheat.
So sorry.
But I'm not a liar and a cheat, am I?
No. All true. It was all true.
Yes, all true. As the whole world will soon see. Because this alignment brings with it opportunity. Great opportunity. It brings happiness for all. And we need that, don't we? Now more than ever. Look at the world we live in. Look at the anger, the division, the scapegoating, the bitterness. Have we ever been more miserable? Have we ever been so angry? I can change all that. I will change all that.
That's a video.
Well, Mia, I do need an answer.
That's not my dad.
He's happy. I'm not surprised you don't recognize him.
It's not him. None of these people are who they were. They're empty people. Whatever it is out there isn't making people happy. It's making them hollow. Is that what it wants?
It wants what's best for us all. Peace.
And how come you're not like them?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Happy. Vacant.
I'm the focus. Like you.
No, not like me. Forget it. I don't want anything to do with it.
Please. Think about it for a moment. Think of how much life hurts.
I'm not interested.
Fine, whatever. You'll try your best, but some people just won't be helped. Tie her to the altar stone.
What?
You'll help willingly or unwillingly. I don't care.
So because I don't agree with you, you'll kill me? God, I had you wrong. You're like every other man on the internet.
Oh, take her away.
Back to live in 4 minutes.
Quickly get her out of here.
Get off me! Get off! Dad, help me!
And that happiness can be yours too.
Whether you want it or not.
Who wouldn't want to be happy?
Stop it! What are you doing? Get off! Don't tie me to the stone. Please, you don't understand.
Grows to very nice.
Don't cry, Mia.
Dad.
Don't struggle. There's no point.
When I touch the stones, I can hear them all, Dad. The voices. They died here.
Don't worry, Mia. You're going to be much happier soon. Yes, much, much happier. Just like me.
You're not happy.
Well, of course I am. Look how much I'm smiling.
No.
So happy.
Well, your daughter is about to be sacrificed to a black hole, so take a look at yourself.
Going live in 30 seconds.
Right. I'm here. How are we doing? How many are watching?
412.
400? Oh, Jesus. Makes you wonder why I bother sometimes. Oh well, doesn't matter. Watching or not, we're coming into their homes. Every server, every network. Who needs ley lines anymore?
And 5, 4, 3...
The Milbury stones. They've been here since the dawn of history, waiting to bring us all together. And now is the time. The alignment is almost here. So we must call out. We must make the link, the harmonic waveform that will stretch out across the stars. All of you, draw closer. Link hands. There is a place where stones stand tall, where you're held tight fist and never let fall, where the sun shines bright.
Can you hear them, Mia?
Oh no, Dad. Please. What are you doing with those knives? Dad, put them down. It's me.
Can you hear them? The stones. They can't wait for you to feed them.
Put the knives down, Dad.
It's such a happy day.
Dad, please.
Don't be afraid, Mia. It's going to be all right. Just trust me.
I'd like to, but Dad, I'm so scared.
Of course you are.
Maybe if you were to just hold my hand, just for a minute.
Oh, Mia, of course. Here, take my hand. Don't be afraid. What's happening?
I'm inside your head.
Just stop it!
Remember this, Dad. Remember the crash.
Crash!
Mom!
Mia!
Someplace where the stones stand tall, where you're happy. That's it. Hold it together, really. Just hold it together. Happy days are happy days everywhere. All feels are made happy days are happy days. Concentrate. Feel every single one of them. Connect. Threading their thoughts together. Build the network. Come join us in the peaceful land.
Mia, I promise I would never have. Stay still. If you move, it's harder to get the ropes off. Right, done. Let's get out of here.
What good would that do? We have to stop Hendrik.
Stop him doing what, Mia? It's all in his head.
It's not all in... No. Wait. It is. He's linked to all of them, every mind in the village. That's what he said, he's the linchpin. So if we
Mia,
stop him,
seriously, we just need to run before one of these nut jobs tries to stick a knife in us.
Dad, for once, you have to trust me.
Happy days, these are happy days in every way. All fears to hold on to all of you with my head. Please, I can't do it much. Yes, here it is. The eye. I just got to concentrate a little. I thought I heard. Are those my
quiet in here. Thought your head would be a bit busier.
What have you done?
Not much. Connected, like you said. Your keys. I nicked them off you earlier, because you never know. They seemed useful.
My keys.
You shake them when you're nervous. Are you nervous right now?
Nervous? Why can't I hear? Why is it so quiet?
I'm in your head. With you. Like before. There's nobody else here. Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm touching the keys to connect with you, but I'm also touching the stones. And you know what that connects me with?
Is he here? It's the man with the knives here.
Yes, Martha. The man with the knives is here.
Good. We would have words with him.
Who are they?
The dead. All those murdered on the stones.
What do they want?
The butcher.
Get them away from me!
And the moment breaks. The tight circle of villagers become a screaming swarm with Hendrik in the middle, flailing at nothing anyone could see.
What's happening? What's wrong with them all?
Hendrik was the one keeping us together, but I distracted him.
We're going to be trampled to death. Come on, quick, this way.
Okay.
The sky is splitting open. The stones are shaking, vibrating like tuning forks. The noise is unreal. We push through the crowd and there he is. Hendrik.
Get them away from me! All teeth and nails and screaming! I can't stand it! I can't stand it! No. The link! The villagers!
Broken.
The network's broken. We're not... It's ruined! You've ruined it! What have you done?
Chosen happiness. We should run.
Damn right. Come on.
They tried to get away, run from whatever it was that was reaching through the universe towards them. But they couldn't. You could see them, trying to move, nerves quivering, twitching, convulsing, held fast. Why was it we could move when nobody else could? When they were fixed in place as much as the stones that sang around us?
Oh, Christ. What's happening back there?
Just run, Dad. Just run and don't look back.
Happy day.
The tragedy of Milbury. You'll all have heard about it now. The whole village.
Gone. Makes no sense. The whole village. Everyone just
Vanished. The result of... who knows what to call it? Psychic feedback? Celestial shockwave? Nobody has the words for it. Not that that's stopped people offering a few, of course.
Question is, can the government deny the existence of aliens a minute longer?
Well, it's all there, written down in Exodus 20, verse 4. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a...
obviously a government cover-up. The whole village was a weapons testing site. It's an open secret.
If you look to the right of the picture, you can definitely see the bleed from the chroma screen. Yeah, it's CGI, folks. It's a fake!
But we know how it works, don't we? When something can't be easily solved or explained, people get bored. Their attention span is...
Mia? Oh, sorry. Were you recording?
Yes, obviously.
Sorry. I'll be able to listen to it when you're done, yeah?
Yes.
Right. So, I'll come back in a minute, shall I?
Yes. So, life carries on, I guess. The stones are still there, in Milbury. I'm not going back. Not ever. But people will. Maybe not this week, maybe not for years, but people will be living in Milbury again one day. And those ancient, impossible stones will be waiting for them. The alignment happens only once every 672 years. That's what Hendrik said. 672 years. So, we're safe. Right? For now, we're safe. But when I connected to Hendrik at the end, I felt what he was feeling. And I felt them. Thousands of light years away, but right here in my head, and I thought, they can see me. They're watching us. They know where we are. And they want us.
Children of the Stones was written by Guy Adams and A.K. Benedict, based upon the television serial by Jeremy Burnham and Trevor Ray. It starred India Brown as Mia, Reece Shearsmith as Hendrik, Steve Oram as Adam, Ralph Ineson as Laces, J. Raj Vasani as Rafiq, Teddy Mallison Allen as Jess, Louis Sook as Tom, Taj Atwal as Priya and Therapist, Ewan Bailey as Colin and the Guide, Becky Wright as Martha and Reporter, Richard Reed as Therapist and TV Host, Guy Adams as The Butcher, Lizzie Roper as Teacher and Mrs. Everett, and Tom Barnard as Dougie. The music was by Edwin Sykes. The singers were Joe Browse, Mark Browse and Adam Browse. The sound design was by Richard Fox. The director and producer was Simon Barnard. Children of the Stones was a Bafflegab production for BBC Radio 4.